So hello guys, I am Purva Kulkarni and welcome back to this channel. So today I am running bit late on shooting the video because I am a procrastinator. I wanted to shoot the video on Monday, but due to some overthinking I just skipped the whole day. So how I got into reading is the first thing. Now I am someone that I was not a reader till 12th standard. Like I haven't read any novels till 12th standard. When I came in college and when college started and all the things got started and I got exposed to art circle, there I found that people read a lot, they write a lot, they think differently. Then to think creatively you should read different kind of stuff, and that's where my reading journey began. When I was preparing for my exams, there was a time where you have to read certain books like novels and watch certain movies to get the thoughts and get the process of how things in the history worked and how things in the overall environment takes place. Like I'm not talking about just about self-help book, and let me get back to it. Now when how I decide what genre should you pick. I started with uh, very basic. Like I started watching YouTube videos where beginner level books are recommended for the readers, and I'm also the person who hates reading big books for starters. So I started with Alchemist, then I started with Pula Deshpande books. They are also, they are Marathi literature, but they give you a perspective. Like with the comedy you get the perspective of that human interpersonal relation. You get the perspective from that book. Another books that I read is Ek Hota Karwar. Now these are the basic books that I started reading with because I feel like reading is very personal thing. You can't just take suggestions from your friend or your mentor and just go into reading. No, it takes time. You will find your genre, or what should I say, niche, where you like to read books. But for me it started when I am very fond of history and queens mostly. So I started there. I started with Devdutt Patnaik's Mahabharat. Then again I went from that to Chitra Banerjee. So I was just exploring and exploring. And suddenly one day I realized that okay, I have this kind of interest. So I took I then started reading accordingly. Now when I was bit young, I used to read the last page of the book, or the books that I find, the book's cover that I find interesting, but later on I realized that that's not the way to pick the book. So this is the one way. Another is the book that is more hyped. I am someone who is very in love with Instagram and YouTube suggestions. So I used to pick books that are worth the hype. So I picked romance, and then there is no stopping back. It's like I'm not stopping. It's a rabbit hole. Just one book, it can go down. Tak 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 tak. It's fun to read. You can say I have a fictional boyfriend. I have lots of fictional boyfriend. I'm not going down that lane. I'll make a separate video for that fictional boyfriends. Then there is another thing is I started figuring out that how writer thinks, and you get a perspective, like I said previously. Another thing is when you read you live different lives altogether, and the reading takes you to more places. Now I know the people who travel will question me and say that no, traveling is all one thing that does that, but I feel like reading is also one thing that takes you to the place, gives you the narrative of the author and helps you be a better person. Another thing is how to become a reader is I don't know how I come up with this topic, but I feel like reading is fun. Now I got inspiration from my grandparent and my uncle. Now these both guys have a library and collection, and I used to love going to their place because they read a lots of kadambaris and novels, and every different writers they have read, and they are very well rounded as a person. So I used to love going to their house and pick a book, and my whole summer vacation was all about reading books and exploring their library. And then when and then there is a time when all of my childhood habits that I was enjoying, in adulthood I started collecting books. I started keeping books. I am really fond of collecting books and reading them, and you know, books help you shape as a person. Now I know you guys must be the one who have studied and one who have worked hard for their exams and respective jobs. You must be saying that whatever she's saying is all known, that everyone knows that reading helps you, but really it helps you shape as a person. Now uh, I feel like everyone should have their own set of books that reminds them that how they have grown as a person. Now I have a habit of marking the lines in the books, and whenever I reread the books, I feel so amazed that okay, I used to think this way, or I used to like this book for this reason. And whenever you reread the book, you will feel that okay, now I have different thought about this book than what I used to have previously. That's what I think. That's how reading shapes you. Now today's video is very long because I yap, but it's fine. I just wanted to show up for this video. I know I have made tons of mistake here and there while speaking. Today I haven't written points. I don't know why, but I haven't written points. But let's get it done. Actually, I showed up. Subscribe to my channel if you like the video. Adios.